Hey there, it's Kyla, and I'm going to be doing the demon face tutorial, and I'm going to be showing you how we did the demon face on Yasmin. So here we have a composition of the footage of where Yasmin does her demon face. Wah, just like that. And we're going to skip ahead to right before she does the demon face. So right about there. And the first thing we have to do is stabilize the motion, so we're going to motion track it. And to do that, we're going to go to Window, and if you don't have it checked already, click Tracker, and it should show up on the right here. So we're going to click on our comp, and we're going to click Track Motion. And we're going to make sure the track type is stabilized, and we're going to make sure rotation is checked. And so that should bring up 2 track points here. I'm just going to zoom in. And we're going to move the first track point to the corner of one of her eyes. I'm going to move the second track point to the corner of her other eye. And the reason why we use the eyes is because they don't move, so it's a good place to stabilize the motion. And now we're going to analyze forward by pressing the play button. Okay, that's good. And then we're going to click Apply. And we're going to apply it to the X and Y. Click OK. And now we have it stabilized. The problem here you can see is that there's all this black space around. So to get rid of that, we're going to have to go through a series of steps. So the first thing we're going to do is pre-compose the footage. So we're going to go to Layer, Pre-compose. We're going to call it Pre-comp face. I'm going to make sure Move All Attributes is selected. Click OK. And we're going to double click Pre-comp face. So we're going to go into it. And we're going to click Composition, Composition Settings. And I'm just going to change the dimensions here so we have more room to work with. So I'm going to go about 1700. Click OK. There you go. As you can see, we have more room to work with. So now we're going to drag the pre-comp face so that it's on top of comp 1 so we can see information in both. I'm just going to move this. And we're going to click on the pre-comp face and we're going to press U to bring up this information here. Anchor point, position, and rotation, and that's what we're interested in. And we want to bring that same information up in comp 1. So we're going to click on comp 1. I'm going to press P to get the position. I'm going to get Shift R to get rotation, and Shift A to get anchor point. So you see we have the information in both. So the first thing we're going to do is Alt-click the position in comp 1, which is the bottom section here. We're going to Alt-click the stopwatch here in position, and we want this squiggly thing. That brings up this squiggly thing, and that means we're going to pick whip. So to pick whip, just drag it, and we're going to pick whip it to the anchor point of the pre-comp face. We're going to do the same for rotation. So we're going to Alt-click the stopwatch in rotation, and we're going to pick whip it to the rotation in the pre-comp face. Now we're going to add something here on the right. We're going to add times -1. And so last but not least, we're going to go to anchor point. We're going to Alt-click stopwatch, and we're going to pick with the anchor point to position in pre-comp face. Okay, so that should do it. See, we've gotten rid of all the black space there. So we're going to go to, now's for the fun part, we're going to go to the part where she does her demon face. So let's make the demon face. I'm just going to zoom in a bit more here. Oh, that's a bit too much. Okay. So for the demon face, we're going to click Effect, Distort, and Liquify. And Liquify has a whole bunch of tools that you can use to distort the face and whatnot. So all you really gotta do is play around with it. As you can see here, the brush is huge, so you can change that. Go to Warp Tool Options, and change it to about 25. And with the Warp Tool, you can just drag and just warp the face. So I'm going to make some demon face eyebrows here. Gotta have demonic eyebrows. This tool here makes things bigger, so I'm just gonna give her a bigger mouth. Make it a lot more scary. Like so, and this tool here shrinks things, so I think I want to shrink her nose a bit. Make it look abnormally small. And I think I'm going to warp it and make it point upwards. Make it look more like a gargoyle. Or a bat or something. And you can just play around with the tools. Try and make your demon as scary as possible. I'm just showing you a quick example. Do something like that. So once you're happy with your demon face, it's time to color correct it. So we're going to add a new adjustment layer, Go to Layer, New, Adjustment Layer. And we're going to use the pen tool and draw a mask around it. So just drag this side by side. So we're going to draw a mask around her face. Okay, just like so. I'm going to click the adjustment layer. And we're just going to press MM so that we can feather the mask a bit. And I'm going to feather it out about 10 pixels. Okay, that had nothing to do with this tutorial. Anyway, so we're going to colorize the face. And to do that, we're going to go to Effect, Color Correction, Hue and Saturation, and Effect, Color Correction, Curves. So first we're going to bring the saturation down, make it look a little more dead. And I'm just going to bring the lightness down a bit. And then here in curves you can fix the contrast, like so. And you can play around with the channels here. You can get rid of some of the red, make it look a bit more demon green. Do whatever you like. So just play around with it. But once you have, your demon face, the next thing you have to do is lock this demon face layer to the footage itself, because if you see here, it's not locked to the face. So to do that, we're going to parent the adjustment layer. So we're going to pick whip it, as you can see here. We're going to pick whip it to the pre-comp face, and it should stick. As you can see, it sticks to her face now. Perfect. Okay, and our last step is to animate it so that it fades in and out. So first what we want to do is go to Adjustment Layer, and we're going to hit T to bring up the opacity. And then here, down here where it says Pre-Comp Face, we're going to click the arrow in Effects, and we're going to click the arrow in Liquify, so we can bring up Distort Percentage. And so we're going to Alt-click the stopwatch and opacity, and we're going to pick whip that to Distort Percentage. And that is the last step. So this is just a quick example, but as you can see here, you have your demon face.